Mindset, a daily dose of practical wit and wisdom with a professional educator and trainer, Amazon best-selling author, United States Marine, television and radio host, Paul G. Markle. Each episode will focus on positive and productive ways to strengthen your mindset and help you improve your relationships, career goals, and overall well-being. Please welcome your host, Paul G. Markle.
Here we go again. Welcome back to Morning Mindset, and thank you once again for joining me today, for taking just a little bit of time out of your day to spend it with me here at Morning Mindset Podcast. And if you have not done so, you know my producer does not just produce the show, but he also produces cool things like official Morning Mindset coffee mugs. And if you go to morningmindsetpodcast.com, that's morningmindsetpodcast.com, you can find a link to purchase your very, very own Morning Mindset coffee cup, so you can enjoy your hot beverage with your book, with the podcast. We're having a good time here, aren't we? Now, what is one of the things that I have said, and what is the quote that is on the coffee cup? You will not find inspiration behind a desk. You have to seek it out. You have to get up, go out, and find your inspiration. Now, once you have inspiration, yes, you can sit at a desk at a laptop or a typewriter or a drawing board or whatever, and you can create. That's true. You can create at a desk, but you don't find inspiration there. That's not where you find inspiration. And when I need inspiration for show topics, so that I can come to you 5 days a week and speak into this microphone, I get up and I go out. Sometimes I just go out to the field. Sometimes I take a little trip, and recently I took a trip. Drove down to Las Vegas. I drove through Utah, which is gorgeous, just a beautiful state. Drove through the top corner of Arizona. It's through an area called the Virgin River Gorge. That's about 30 miles of desert gorge that you go through to get into Nevada. If you've never been there, it's beautiful. I highly recommend that you go down there and look at the land, especially if you're in the east. If you are east of the Mississippi River and you've never been in the mountainous west of the United States of America, you need to make a point. You need to make a plan to do that. Maybe not this year, do it next year. I don't know, but get out to the west and see the mountains, the deserts, the gorges, the vistas and the buttes and all of that stuff. You want to see it. You want to take it in for yourself. So that's what I did. I drove down to Las Vegas, through Utah and Arizona and Nevada, obviously. And while I was down there, I trained, because, I am on a weight training program, and I needed to train while I was there. I didn't want to skip. So I went to an Olympic barbell training gym. It's called Average Bros. And if any of you find yourself in Las Vegas and you are on a weightlifting or a barbell training program, and you're looking for a place that'll have everything you need to continue, I would suggest Average Bros. It's all the way down on Las Vegas Boulevard South. It's way, way, way south of what the Vegas Strip, but it's not hard to find, and they're very accommodating, super nice people. So there I am training on the road. Now, obviously, I have my own personal setup here in Saratoga, where I live. I have my own barbell, my own rack, my own weights, my own bench, and I am very comfortable using all of my own gear. As silly as it may sound, but once you've used your bar or bars and your rack and your gear, you become very, very comfortable with it. It's like, a comfortable pair of boots or a comfortable pair of gloves. It just feels right. And that's good, right? Then you go on the road and you go to somebody else's pond. You leave your comfortable pond and you go into someone else's pond, and you have to train in a different gym. So there you are in that new gym, and the weights aren't in the same place as yours are, or they're not set up the same way as yours are, or yours are English pounds and theirs are metric, because That's how Olympic people train, is with freaking metric plates. I don't know why. I do know why. It's just because that's the world that we live in. But the bars are different. They feel different. The racks that you use are different. And it's uncomfortable. Not necessarily really physically uncomfortable, but it's psychologically uncomfortable to go into a new place, a different place, and do what you need to do. But that's a good thing. It is. That's a good thing. And I'm going to tell you why. I was standing in their rack, in their squat rack, with their bar and their weights, which are different than mine, and they make different noise, and they feel a little bit different, and so forth. And I was focusing, and I found that because I was in a different setting, because I was not in my own comfortable pond, that I was forcing myself to very, very deliberately do everything right. I was thinking of all of the advice that my coaches had given me. I was thinking how to perform the move, how to start it, how to breathe, how to finish, all of that. I was focusing very, very intently, because when you're in a foreign element, you need to find something. You need to find comfortable ground. And the comfortable ground when you're in a foreign gym, when you're training on the road, is to go back to your programming, your coaching, the way you're supposed to do things, and do them as perfectly as possible. Now, I don't have any illusions that I did absolute perfect squats or absolute perfect presses or deadlifts or whatever, but I focused intently, and my mental focus was on doing every single thing right. And that's what I'm going to recommend that to you. Don't be afraid to leave your comfortable pond. Everybody gets in their own pond, their own comfort zone. And that's cool. I mean, it's part of being a human. That's what we do. We find a comfortable place and we stay in that comfortable place, and that's how we survive as humans. But every once in a while, you need to deliberately and purposely shake it up. Get out of your comfort zone. You may not barbell train, you may not strength train, and that's fine. I don't care. Whatever it is that you like to do, or it's your hobby or your job or whatever, leave your comfortable pond, go somewhere else, get into someone else's pond, and experience that discomfort. Go to a new place, go to a different place, and force yourself to be a little bit uncomfortable. There's nothing wrong with it. It's going to help you grow. That's how we grow muscles, right? We don't grow muscles by making them comfortable. We grow muscles by doing the exact opposite. We grow muscles by making them uncomfortable. And then after they have been uncomfortable, they grow and they're better than they were before. And that's what I want for you. I want you to go out there, get out of your comfortable pond, experience some discomfort, something new, something different, something strange, and grow. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, that is it for today. Like I said previously, I hope that you are taking advantage of the Morning Mindset book. I wrote it for you. Yes, you. You sitting out there right now sipping your coffee or getting your kids ready for school or commuting to work. I wrote the book for you. It's called Morning Mindset, a 30-day plan for a more positive and productive life. It's available right now as an Amazon paperback or as a Kindle version. Please take advantage of it. I'm your host, Paul Markle, and I will talk to you again real soon.
Thank you for spending time with us today. To get show notes, submit a topic request, and for more from your host, Paul G. Markle, visit morningmindsetpodcast.com. That's morningmindsetpodcast.com. Please leave a review for this podcast on your favorite podcast player. We appreciate your time and effort, and we look forward to reading your honest feedback.